Hey guys, today is Monday, July the 11th of 2022, and I want to go over uranium spot price using cycles and Gann technical analysis. Let's get into it right away. I haven't done an update in a while, so I figure it was due time to catch up with uranium spot and see where we're at. As of right now, on the monthly close, we at 49.75. For last month, we don't know. June. That was the last close. And then we got to wait for July where we're going to close on that. So in regards to cycles, there are a few here that I want to show you. First is the 311 cycle, which is this one right here. The correlation is really good at 0.72. And we hit a trough somewhere around September 21st, though we made a low. And we've been, going sideways and grinding higher since 2016 of November. But the cycle on the 311 hit a trough, which is a swing low or cycle low, September 30th of 2021. It's projecting up, so that's good. That's positive. The next cycle I wanted to show you is the 173. And this one is interesting. This one hits a peak somewhere around December of 2023. And this one has a correlation of 0.59. So this one is kind of hitting a peak while the other one just hit a bottom of 2021. So interesting. If we just do a composite of those two, this is what we're getting. I kind of see maybe if this is going to play out, maybe the possibility of around 2024, maybe 25. It kind of stalls just using those two projection lines, cycles, using a composite. So we'll see. The dominant cycle is the 46, this one right here. So it's a little fractal, but keep in mind that these are monthly closes. And we're going to be hitting a peak, a cycle peak, using this dominant cycle, November 22nd, somewhere around there of 2022. So let's see, if we get that 46 and do a composite with the 173, it gives a correlation of 0.63 around there. And it gives us a peak possibly around January. It kind of lines up with the seasonalities. Uranium sector being strong, in the winter, so, December, January, around there. If we take that out, the 173, and add the 311, you can see that it gives us somewhere around December. So that's good. December, January. Now we add all three. This is the projection line that we get. Somewhere around February. So you can say December, January, February. Going into February of next year, it could potentially get a little toppy in regards to these three cycles. That remains to be seen. Nothing's written in stone. We just got to see price action. We got to take out this high right here, 58. I've been saying, if you've been following my channel, my target is anywhere around 70, 77 is a key number I'm looking at. 77, 75, any in the 70 numbers, that's going to be the target that I have. It could eventually go higher, but that's just the target that I've been putting out there, that I've been keeping my eyes on. So that's in regards to the cycles. Let's look at some other stuff and see where we are with the uranium spot price. Okay, here we have what I call the master chart, which is where I use more the Gann stuff that I use. I wanted to show you one thing that I'm noticing. This is one indicator I use here. It's called turbo cycles. You can see that it peaks up somewhere around here. You can say maybe March, month of March of 2022. We hit this nice little peak up here. I don't know if this cycle is going to be playing out, but I have it on my radar. If it does play out somewhat, it shows a bottom of 10/24, 2024. Would be interesting. But I'll have this on my radar. I'm not going to say it's not significant, but interesting to see if this is going to play out. Anyway, I wanted to show you some Gann squaring that I'm seeing some important levels here, and why I think this thing is just kind of having what Gann calls lost motion. It's just kind of floating here a little bit. Let's see. This is the Gansquare I use. You can see this is the 1/8. This is the 1/6. You see that I found resistance there, and this is actually from the low. But you know, from the high here to this low. So I'm squaring out the high 2007 to the low of 2016, and this is what I'm squaring out. And using the 1/6 and 1/8, you can see that it's kind of battling it out right here. Another one here is the this Gansquare from the all-time 2001 low to the 2007 high. And this is not actually, you know, this is a different way of going. Not from the beginning point to the end point is really much pivoting to the top of the point. You can see that the end point ends up here. And what makes it go all the way over here is because I'm scaling this chart at the 45 degree. So that's why you see, that's why it's like that. So instead of me just kind of lining it up here and then randomly this endpoint could be anywhere, if I scale it to the 45 degree, it's going to give me a more accurate representation of the squaring. And you can see that right here is a timing point, which is that 4/21 of 2022. You see this right here? Line right here is a timing point. So it's interesting that we flushed, you know, we popped all the way up hard, pulled back. It'll be interesting to see what's going to happen next. There's a lot of things, you know, you've been watching my channel, I've been, you know, really researching Cameco, and, you know, I've been leaning towards the year of correction. I don't know if this is a timing point for a turning point, which will go against the cycles, but, you know, sometimes these things happen in order for another leg higher. So I'm just watching that there. Just wanted to show you that Gann square on here. This is another one from the all-time high, 2007. Pivoting in here, but you see that it ends here, and that's because of the 45 degree angle. You can see that this also shows up as support from here. And then the last one I did, this is a little more fractal. This is now making this even more fractal. So I'm squaring the low from here to this high, recent high. I just want to see if there's any support. I'm finding support on this angle right here. Another thing I wanted to show you, also the Ganfans. From the all-time low, Gann always said to you, you put, you know, Ganfans on important angles. And this is the same thing, 45 degree, 45.15. You can see that this right here is a 45 degree angle. You can see that we hit resistance right there. Kind of, you know, fluctuated there and pierced it, like blowing off steam, and pulled right back. Now I got to keep an eye on this angle and see if we can at least close above there. Above that angle right there. In reverse, you would want to do it also on the all-time high, and I colored it red, and you can see that it's not really, it's far enough, it's really far, you know, from reaching there, but it's kind of interesting because the Fukushima high is there. And if you look at the uranium futures, you know that we've probably already got really close to there, because this is closes. The volatility is so strong that we've almost got very close to the Fukushima high. And then, you know, because of the close, we pulled back. So you can never see it. But if you look at the futures, UX1 or UX2, you can see that we were very close to that Fukushima high. Anyway, so that's that. And as a bonus, we're going to look at the UX1 or maybe UX2 and just kind of see what, you know, in real time, what the uranium futures price is showing there. Hey guys, so this is the last chart on this video, which is UX2, uranium futures. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend you keep an eye on this chart, because this will kind of help you out determine, you know, where we're at. And it's right now, you can see that we zoom in really good. It's just pretty much a chop fest. This is the a point of resistance. We still got a sell signal. It went as high as 50 and never gave us a buy signal. Actually, it gives us a buy signal and then it gives a sell signal, but we never crossed over, and we're still kind of in this rut right here. Now we zoom back out. You can see that there is a channel building here, and we're kind of now below the channel. Next area of support would be that 44 all the way to like 42 to 37. That's going to be another demand zone. Let's zoom out a little bit and look at the weekly, see where we are at there. You can see that, let's see this channel. This channel starts building from here to the peak, pivots there, it pivots there. So I didn't really, randomly pick a channel line. I pick it from important pivot points, and it maybe pivots there, but normally I got it from these two. And from this side, it's from here to here. This is where the battle zone is. Still a sell signal from somewhere around May. Got a sell signal, I believe. Zoom in. And if we look at the monthly, assuming it's still in a buy signal. Yeah, so the buy signal will be violated or void once we close below 36. Then it'll be in a full-blown, bear market. So that's that in regards to the uranium futures right there. This is our low, and this is what we're doing. And we hit this high here, and we're just kind of consolidating right here, waiting for something. You can see that momentum has been weakening with the MACD. We haven't had the crossover yet on the monthly, but you can see in the weekly, we've had the crossover already, but we're kind of getting momentum divergence building up to the upside, but in kind of consolidating in tight sideways price action. And the daily pretty much giving us this right here. Some fluctuations. Still in a sell signal. And maybe we just had a crossover today. So we'll see. I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you liked this video. Just wanted to, what's the conclusion? Well, the cycles are up on spot. But there is one, which is, I believe is the one with the 46. I think it was 40 or 46, which is the dominant cycle. It's going to get toppy. But we'll see. So far, just kind of going sideways in chop fest. The real move will probably be revealing itself soon. If we're going to go up and retest this high of 64, or this is just pretty much a bear flag and then it's going to push even lower. So, or go sideways. Those are the two, three options. I'll leave it at that. Hope you liked this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on uranium spot price and UX2 uranium futures using double Gann price and time technical analysis.